National Assembly or NA members have called on the government to improve public services, cut lavish spending and plug revenue leaks in an attempt to boost growth and revenue collection. Lawmakers attending the Assembly's ongoing debate session are mulling the government's proposal to revise the next 4-year National Socio-Economic Development Plans 2017-2020, which seeks to lower economic growth forecast. The proposed plan would lower the annual economic growth target of at least 7.5%, as outlined in the original 5-year National Socio-Economic Development Plans 2016-2020, down to 7.2% for 2017-2020. The proposed revision came after growth in the 2015-2016 fiscal year was recorded at 6.9% and revenue reached only 95% of the plan.
มีกำหนดนโยบายมาตรการละเอียด
NA President Madame Pani Yatotu asked why the policies and measures formulated to realize the National Socio-Economic Development Plan had not been fully implemented to deliver good public services and boost investment and trade.
ดังนั้นสภาพวกเรานี่ก็เป็นองค์การอำนาจรัฐหนึ่งของประชาชนดังนั้น
She asked, have state administration mechanism provided incentives for business operators and the people? Madame Pani said public services provided by state departments had been slow. She noted that in Vietnam, it takes only 3 days for an investment license to be approved, while in Laos, it can take up to a year for some projects to be approved. How can we compete with other countries in a time of economic integration, she asked. Madame Pani called for members of parliament to share their views on how to remove barriers and streamline procedures to expedite processes to ease trade and investment. NA members noted that the so-called one-stop service the government had introduced several years ago still consisted of many steps and remained time-consuming. NA member for Salavan Province, Savankhon Rasmuntri, called for the Ministry of Finance to expedite the formulation of regulations to manage expenditure and revenue collected from state services. He also called for the inclusion of the plan to switch from analog to digital broadcasting transmission by 2020 into the 4-year development plan. He said lessons learned by other countries showed that service charges for viewing television generated considerable revenue. NA member for Phongsali Province, Mr. Kongchi Yongche, disagreed with the proposal to lower growth targets for the remaining 4 years, given that the original 5-year plan, 2016-2020, had only been in effect for 1 year, even though it had failed to meet the target. He added that the new government had only been in office for 6 months, and since it had been strengthening its administration, there was opportunity to maximize all potentials and pursue the 7.5% growth target. He suggested that the government strictly enforce the rule of law to ensure that revenue was fully collected.